Okay, welcome back to the Orange Sheep Dad channel. Very excited today. I've got a lot of things to show you. I'm moving forward in this blogging mentor series. Part two of the series is going to be about building the niche site from the ground up. The first part has been about how to find a niche, how to get a niche selected, and start from there. That is one of the hardest things for a lot of people. It was the hardest thing for me and my wife to do. And I'm gonna go over that one more time. I've got one more thing to share with you that will help you hopefully find your niche, because in the next video series that I'm going to put up here on YouTube, we're going to build a website from the ground up. I already have a niche idea in mind. It's a seasonal niche, so it will be a bit of a challenge, but I'm not worried about the money making aspect, or I will monetize it to show you how, but I'm not worried about that because sharing this thing pretty much live with you is going to open the doors wide open for people who like to copy and paste and try to duplicate what they see as a successful site. So you always run the risk when you share your sites close to real time. There won't be much lag between what I video and what I release, but I just want to take you through the whole step of building a niche site from the ground up. So let's get back to the last infographic I have for you that will hopefully help you pick a niche, and then we can get started. Thanks for joining the Orange Sheep Dad channel today. First, I wanted to take you to my favorite image maker. That would be Canva.com. Canva is something I've mentioned before. It is a free website. You can sign up to pay for premium designs, but this is a place you can go, Canva.com, and it has all of the pre-designed items that you could want already there. If you wanted to create a poster, you just click on poster. If you want to create a YouTube thumbnail, you click on YouTube thumbnail. All of these items, Facebook posts, LinkedIn banner, flyers, Instagram posts, these are already pre-formatted. All you do is grab one, start designing it, and it's ready to go. So I wanted to show you, here's a little sneak peek at my upcoming video where we start part two of building a website. So here we're at the template page of canva.com, and I'm looking at all the different infographic templates that you can choose from. Any one of them that appeals to you, just grab it and open it up and start to alter it, edit it, make it your own. I was looking for something that had kind of a sectioned area because I wanted to go over 6 different ways to find a new niche idea. I liked this ultimate state guide. It already had some sections. Of course, I think it could look a lot better. This is my how to create a niche list infographic. You can see it still has the same 6 areas. I just went in and changed the background colors, changed the font colors, changed the numbers a little bit, and I went from the state guide to the how to create a niche list. Now we need to just make it a little bit bigger so we can see what we're talking about. And this is what I want to go over with you today. How to create a niche list so that you can get started on your profitable niche website. The first thing you can do is think about the things that you like. What are the things that you enjoy doing? Are there hobbies that you like to do? Biking, skating, fishing, canoeing. What hobbies do you like? And then, second, think about, is there something that brings you happiness that you go out to do and it brings you joy? That could be something you could turn into a niche site. Think about something that you could not imagine being without it. What is something that you have that you just can't imagine being without it? Or ask yourself this: one of these is always on your desk. What is it? It's always in your room, it's always in your car. What is something that you always tend to have around you because it brings you peace or happiness or joy? Or ask yourself, you've had one of these ever since you were a kid. What's something that you've had your whole life? And then lastly, this thing always motivates you when you see it, or it excites you. Think about these questions around the topic of things that you like in reference to picking a niche that you'll be excited to write about. The second idea is, what is something others commonly ask you for? Do you ever hear people say, "Can you help me with my blank?" Can you show me how you made that thing? Where did you learn how to do that? Have you thought of doing that for a living? And this always makes me think of my wife and her sewing skills. She's a phenomenal sewer. She's self-taught, and people are always asking her, that's such a cute dress your kids are wearing. Where did you get it? Or how did you learn how to do that? Or can you show me how to do that? People say, hey, did you have to go to school to learn how to do that? Or lastly, do people ever say, hey, can I borrow that thing? Can I borrow that one thing you made or that one thing you have? Think about what others ask you for. This kind of relates to talents. Do you have a talent? And we've been told if our talents go unused, we lose our talents. We need to continue to nourish our talents. So, what talent do you have that people maybe ask you for? Show me how to do that. One thing I get asked fairly frequently is to go over people's resumes. Can you help me with my resume? Can you clean it up? Can you make it more modern? Can you make it look better? Think about the things that people ask. Where did you learn how to do that? Or can you help me with that? The third one, consider your frequent purchases. If you looked at your bank statements, is there something that you would see on there repeatedly? One of my daughters, for example, her and her boyfriend like to go to a local game shop and buy those little mini figurines that you can paint and play board games with. And that is something that they really enjoy doing. So that's something that they repeatedly buy. They could turn that into a niche site. Or what is something that you buy as soon as it comes out? Or ask yourself, what are you willing to wait in line for? That shows some passion. What is a part of your daily routine? You probably have certain routines on how you go about your mornings, your evenings, throughout your day, on your weekends. What is a part of your routine that makes it better that you can't do without? Consider that for a niche. What do you watch for to be on sale? What do you have maybe on an alert list? One of my favorite websites for sales is slickdeals.net. I like to plug in anything that I need on their site, and it will send me an email to tell me when that is on sale. But think about these frequent purchases, or ask yourself, do you have multiple versions of something? That could mean that that's something that you like a lot. Maybe that could be a niche site for you. The fourth idea is, and we touched on this in another video that I've done here on YouTube, but look and see what's in your garage. Look at something that maybe gets used very frequently. Like I've mentioned before, my kayaks are in there, and I blog about my kayaks. I love to go kayaking. What is something that comes out for parties or when companies come over? Is there something that you pull out to enjoy, to look at, to watch? You use it every summer or maybe every winter. You wish you had more time to use it. Have you ever said, if I just had more time, I would love to go do that more? Maybe you've got something in the garage that's worn out and you're looking forward to buying a new one. Like my riding lawnmower, it's ready to be replaced. I love that thing. It did some great work when I had a 3-acre property last year. That could be a niche site. And lastly, something that you borrowed and maybe never gave it back. I have a friend in church who borrowed some of those great big porch heaters. They look like giant torches. It's an outdoor heater, and she borrowed it for, I think it was the Christmas party or something like that. And they're still there like a year later. That could actually be a niche site, those portable porch heaters for outdoor events and those kinds of things. So think about what's in your garage and things like that for a niche site. Number 5, what is something you want to be better at? Ask yourself, if I had more time, I would love to learn how to blank. Or I really enjoy it, but I don't do it very well. I'd like to get better at it. Or maybe have you ever caught yourself saying, I admire the way they do that. Maybe I could learn how to do that. Or if you ever say, my mom and dad used to do blank and it was so cool, maybe that's something you can consider as a niche site. And last, I used to do this a lot, but life just got in the way. That sounds like something that you used to enjoy, but you haven't found the time to participate in it with our busy schedules. Consider those ideas for a niche site. And the last item, number 6, is the old high school counselor question, right? If you didn't need money, what would you do with your time? If you could do anything, forget all the troubles of working and paying bills and chores. For just a little bit, think about what you would do with your time if all of your bills, the house and the cars and everything was paid off. You only need like $500 a month to live on, and you know you can make that and more with your new niche site. What would you do? So those are 6 different topics or areas to come up with your niche idea. I hope it helps to flame those ideas and get them going, because in the next part of our series, we're going to start building the niche website from the ground up. We're going to start going over ideas on how to come up with a URL or domain name, what a good domain name looks like, different places to find them, or start with a brand new one, and then plug it all together into a hosting package, inflate your WordPress theme, and get building on your site. So I'm excited to get going. I hope you are too. Let's get going on that niche site so that we can build it together. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video and it's helping you out, please like and subscribe. It helps YouTube to know that I'm helping some people out, and it'll put me further up in their algorithm so this video gets shown to more people. And I've got a ice cold Diet Dr. Pepper waiting on me. I'll see you later.